This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Monday, July 8th, 2024. I'm Sarah Simcox. Indianapolis-based Eli Lilly and Company said today it has agreed to buy a Massachusetts-based biopharmaceutical company that is developing therapies for inflammatory bowel disease and other chronic diseases for $3.2 billion. Lilly said it will acquire Morphic Holding, a 9-year-old publicly traded company that is developing a class of drugs known as oral integrin therapies to treat autoimmune diseases, pulmonary hypersensitive diseases, fibrotic diseases, and cancer. The transaction has been approved by the board of directors of both companies. For Lilly, the deal will help expand their platform of autoimmune treatments. Morphic officials said the deal would help them develop and sell their pipeline products through Lilly's huge research and marketing network. The deal is expected to close in the third quarter. Tennessee-based House Hassan Hardware has acquired the warehouses and inventory of Bostwick Braun Hardware, a wholesale hardware distributor in Ohio. The deal includes Bostwick Braun's warehouse located in the northeast Indiana town of Ashley, though it's not clear how many jobs will be affected. The University of Southern Indiana has hired Lenoir Rhine University coach Chris Ramirez to lead its baseball program. Ramirez replaces Tracy Archuleta, who left USI after 18 years to become the head coach of Indiana State University. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, 1 goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage.
Human resources technology company UKG is eliminating about 2,200 jobs, 14% of its global workforce, including an unknown number in Indianapolis. IIB's Alex Brown has more.
UKG, or Ultimate Kronos Group, which has more than 15,000 global employees, offers a software platform for handling payroll, timekeeping, employee scheduling, and other human resources functions. The company has dual headquarters in Lowell, Massachusetts and Weston, Florida, and its locations include a downtown Indianapolis office. A UKG spokesperson declined to say how many Indianapolis jobs were eliminated or how many people total work at the office. In an email sent to UKG employees last week, CEO Chris Todd said the company is making, quote, a number of organizational changes that will allow us to aggressively focus on critical areas of growth and to provide flexibility to actively invest in important new areas, end quote. Todd wrote that the company had originally intended to notify employees of the layoffs this week, but decided to make the announcement early because of news and speculation that had begun circulating within the company. The email also said that the cuts are taking place primarily in the United States and across all departments. As of last Friday, numerous people had announced on the job networking site LinkedIn that they had lost their Indianapolis-based UKG jobs. Contacted by our partners at the IBJ via the platform, several said they were not sure how many others had been let go locally. The layoffs are a shift from 2 years ago when UKG was approved for up to $2.5 million in state tax incentives based on the company's local hiring plans. At that time, UKG had more than 300 Indianapolis employees and said it had planned to hire an additional 200 people by the end of 2024. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Officials in northern Indiana aim to open the new $38 million Mishawaka Fieldhouse around Labor Day. Our partners at WSBT-TV got an exclusive look at the 230,000 square foot facility, which will include 19 volleyball courts that can be converted into full basketball courts, a 70-yard turf field, batting cages, and a gym for all athletes, among other amenities. General Manager Tony Stearns said the facility will also have nearly a dozen pickleball courts for tournaments, but also for the families of the athletes.
We're always open to a conversation. We want to be a good steward to the community, locally and nationally. I think for us, that local one is important just as much as the one nationally.
The Fieldhouse is expected to attract some 1 million visitors each year, many coming from out of state for various youth sporting events. Officials say future plans could include an expansion to accommodate baseball and softball, soccer, and even hockey. I'm Sarah Simcox for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.